What's going on, Pacer Nation? Welcome to another episode of Pacing the Floor, where we, of course, talk about your Indiana Pacers, as well as the rest of the NBA. Tough, man. Real tough. But you kind of saw the writing on the wall. But we're going to get into it first. Do like we always do. Let's go over the stats. Indiana Pacers lose another heartbreaker to the Boston Celtics, 105-102. Nimhart led all Pacers with 24 points. He was 10 of 18, 3 of 6 from 3, -1 on the plus minus, 6 rebounds, and 10 assists. He had a double-double and throwing a steal in the block. A double-double, great performance. Nimhart stepped up in an amazing way. Siakam had 19. He was 8 of 18, 0 for 3 from three-point. He was -9. He had 10 rebounds, 3 assists. He had a double-double. Been a great season for Siakam, coming in the middle of the season and, providing us with the spark. Hope we get to keep him. Congratulations. Neesmith had 14. He was 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, -8. He had 6 rebounds. Turner had a measly, pathetic 8 points. Sorry, just call it like I see it. 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, -11 to lead the team. 4 measly ass rebounds and 4 goofy ass turnovers. Can you please get this guy off our team? 5 fouls too. Jesus Christ. I'm sick of him. No. I'll talk about it. Let me get through these stats. Oh my God. Shepard stepped up, man. I mean, he a rookie. We need him for his defense. He chipped in with 3 points, 3 rebounds. Toppin had 12 points. He was 5 of 9 plus 5. 7 rebounds. McConnell, 15, 7 of 16 plus 1. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. McDermott chipped in with 3. And Jackson chipped in with 4. Let's go over the team stats. Celtics shot a pathetic, no, not pathetic, but not that good. 44.9%. 40 of 89 shots they made. Pacers shot 46%. A little bit over the average. 40 of 87. Celtics shot a pathetic 31.8% from three-point range, 14 of 44. And the Pacers didn't do much better with 34.5%, 10 of 29. Free throws. Celtics shot 11 of 14 for 78.6%. And the Pacers shot 12 of 16 for 75%. Celtics had 22 assists. Pacers had 24. Celtics had 44 rebounds. Pacers had 47. We win the assist battle and the rebound battle and lose another game. What this is crazy. This is crazy. And we won the offensive rebounding battle 13-12. Come on, how are we losing these games? Celtics had 10 steals, Pacers had 5 steals, Celtics had 6 blocks, Pacers had 4 blocks, Celtics had 11 turnovers, Pacers had 14 turnovers. That's it for the stats. Man, I mean, how are we losing these games? 3 out of 4. We should be up 3-1. It shouldn't even be no sweep. We do not know how to close games out. We are one of the worst clutch teams in the league. That shit has to change next year. Has to change. Yes, we're young. Yes, we're inexperienced. I understand that. But look, let's get less young and get some vets on here that know how to close some damn games. Is all I'm saying. It's hard to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's hard as hell. Y'all think we could just waltz our way back up in that motherfucker next year with all those teams in the East? No. We're going to need to overhaul this team for sure. Got to overhaul this team. But before I get into all that, and that's probably going to be on the next another episode, one of to close out the season. But I just gotta say this real quick. Never in my life have I seen so many jealous, trash ass fans like the Bucks and the Knicks. I mean, have you been watching what we did against Boston without Halliburton? With Halliburton, we literally won the stat category in 3 out of the 4 games. We just didn't close it. You can't say we sorry. You can't say we only got here because we beat injury team. We would have whipped your ass with your starters because you're nowhere near Boston's level. And you see what we did to Boston. We played around with your injury depleted, pathetic teams for too long. We should have beat we should have swept the Bucks, bottom line. Should have swept them. And the Knicks, we should have beat them in like 5. I mean, no way in hell, or at least 6. No way in hell that shit should have went to 7 with that bum ass team they had out there. It was one dude and a bunch of miracles. I mean, one dude, it was what do they call him? Um, um, Jason, whatever his name is, Brunson, whatever his name is, and the miracles. Basically, okay. That's it. I'm sick of y'all fans. I'm not going to converse back and forth with y'all, especially the Knicks fans. You're still mad from the 90s when Reggie Miller destroyed your team. Then Halliburton put on the Reggie Miller choke hoodie, and y'all lost your damn minds. And then my Twitter symbol is the Reggie Miller choke sign, and you lose your damn minds. Like, get over it. We were a better team then. We were a better team than y'all now. Okay? Now, I'm getting back on the Celtics. I'm done with y'all. Stop harassing our Twitter. Stop harassing me. Because you come after me, I'm going to make your life miserable. I got enough facts and I got enough stats to destroy both of those teams. Okay? Just leave it alone. You're not better than us. Period. I don't care who you have on your team. You're not better than the Pacers. Let that sink into your thick head. Okay? Now, I'm cool with a lot of Knicks fans. I ain't talking about y'all. But y'all got some crazy ass fellow fans. And the Bucks, they're trash. We 4-1 them. They should never be in the conversation. They just shut up. Okay? Do you see us crying with Halliburton out? No. We still giving it to Boston. We are the better team. And don't you forget it. You would have got swept like you would have got swept by Boston just like we did. Because Boston did what they had to do. And we're gonna talk about that later on in the podcast. But I just had to put that out there. Season over. We all in Cancun right now. We all fishing. Leave it alone. I can't believe we had over 1,000 something tweets, and over half of them was hating ass Bucks and Knicks fans. Not name one Celtic, hardly, maybe a few. Most of them was people that just can't get it out of their mind that we're better than them. Stop thinking the Pacers are the old, like the Pacers from last year. We're 10 times better. Okay, we ain't no damn lottery team no more. All right, back to the original program. Sorry about that. Um, we ain't have enough experience of veteran leadership to help the team win. You know, when it's crunch time, I looked up our stats in the near the end of the season, and we were under 500 in clutch games, and that's a problem. We don't have a coach that can help us in clutch situations. People say, "Why does Rick Carl? Why doesn't Rick Carl?" Hold on. Let me get my child. Where my child?
Why doesn't Rick Carlisle call timeouts when the game's on the line?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because he said it before himself. Look, y'all act like I'm the one just thinking this shit up out of my head. I'm getting this shit from the coach. I deep dive. Coach has said numerous times he doesn't call timeouts because he doesn't want the opposing teams to set their defense. And you know why he lets them play? Because we don't have an offensive play to put out there once a team sets their defense. He's not lying. Do we run any offensive plays? Now one. We will not, we can't run an offensive play. We don't have any fucking offensive plays. I tell y'all numerous times, Rick Carlisle has said it himself, he just lets them play. Stop giving this dude credit. He does nothing. Call a timeout for what? They don't run no plays. They would have went out there. The other team would have set their defense and would have fumbled that shit like they did in Boston. They're not a clutch team yet. They're not. Bottom line. And that's why Rick Carlisle did what he did. Now, do I think he's still a good coach? No. And should it be gone? Yes. But in those situations where when we say call a timeout, I agree with him. Don't call them timeout. They said their defense, we're fucking done. We have no play to call. We're not clutch. We don't have veteran leadership to help us. JJ is an enforcer. He's not helping nobody. He's there to be an enforcer. I don't even think he was ever even an all-star. Like, no. You can't get but so much from JJ. Pascal Siakam, he's not a vocal leader at all. He leads by example. That's all you're going to get from him. He's not a vocal leader. And the other veteran is Miles, who doesn't even deserve to be on this team. Ain't no way in hell you should get anything from that guy. He is a cancer to the team. Hate to say it, but he is. And when I go into my off-season review, I'm torching his ass. And you're going to be like, you know what? You're right, Pacer Cop. You're right. You're absolutely right. But don't worry. We got some end of the season shit that we're going to have to discuss. So definitely stay tuned for that. So Boston paid for a championship. I mean, they did. I don't even know how they had the money to get all those elite players on their team. 1 through 5? 1 through 5. Holiday, he's all defense. He's been an all-star. You got White, he's all defense. You got Brown and Tatum, they like all world. And you got Porzingis, he's an all-star. How the fuck you get look, they paid for that team. They paid for that team, and the NBA definitely is gonna make sure that that it happens. Okay? They definitely gonna make sure that it happens. They definitely gonna make sure of that. I mean, it's the bottom line. They're gonna make sure that the team they want is in the championship. I mean, the refs, I'm not gonna complain and cry about the refs, but it just seemed like for instance, I'm just gonna bring up one incident, and I ain't crying about it. It's just weird, okay? Like, what's the name? Um, Brown. He already had a tech for the push with him and Miles. So everybody saw when he grabbed TJ McConnell in midair and slammed him to the ground. Okay. That shit was a flagrant foul. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If a guy's in midair and you pretty much grab them, you didn't hit the ball, you didn't do none of that. You grabbed him, he hit the ground. It's a flagrant foul. That'd have gave you 2 techs. Your ass would have been tossed. Not the fucking NBA. They called in and said, "Mother, you better not, you better not give him a flagrant foul. He's the MVP of the Eastern Conference. You saw how he got the trophy. I'm just saying shit like that. Come on, bro. That was a flagrant foul. His ass should have been gone. But when I tell you Boston paid for a championship and NBA is definitely going to make sure they get there, am I wrong? Am I lying? You got to think. Then you got Halliburton gone, right? Halliburton's gone. No way the NBA is going to let a faceless team get to the finals. Bottom line. Bottom line. No way in hell was the NBA going to let the Pacers get to the finals with no damn Halliburton. We putting TJ McConnell and Andrew Nimhard up, and I was just like, who? This shit is rigged, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's rigged. It's rigged. When I tell you these things, it's rigged. Soon as Halliburton got knocked out, Pacers season was over. It's rigged. We got 1 star, and it's Halliburton. That's the only approved star we got, and thank God we have Halliburton, or we wouldn't have made it this far. I'm telling you now. NBA is not letting no-name teams win jack shit. So we need Halliburton to be healthy for all season next year. Because bottom line, hey, NBA ain't playing them games. No, it's all about money. It's all about that revenue. It's all about people watching the games. Think I'm lying. You'll see. They in them refs' heads. For sure. Anyway, let's hear from Rick Carlisle. See what he got to say. After the game. Hear from a coach.
don't really know where to start, but first, I want to just tell you that we thanked our players a few moments ago for an amazing season, a magical season. The level of fight was just tremendous all the way through this. Circumstance never phased them one way or the other. They were in this to win every possession that they could and any game that they could. And so a lot of respect to our players and just how they conducted themselves in this series. So, it's there were a lot of things accomplished this year. And certainly expectations will be raised for next year, which is good.
Oh yeah.
Which is good. So there are challenges to meet over the summer for our guys to all get better. All of us involved need to get better. And
For sure.
there's some exciting things. Tyrese's going to be on the Olympic team. That's a great honor. Represent your country. Drew Nemhard, I believe, is going to be with Team Canada. That's going to be a great honor for him. And I think Ben Mathurin will not be cleared to play for Team Canada, but he will be with the team, and so he'll be a part of that. So that will be another great experience for those two young Canadian players. Miles got hit in the back early in the game. Had to go back to the locker room a couple times to get worked on. He stayed in there, kept fighting, but it was very difficult for him throughout the game. And so he gave it everything he had. He was tremendous this year. Amazing. Siakam was great. I don't know what more we can say about Pascal. Just tremendous. And really all the guys, just, the everything, the fight, the character, the integrity, the competitive spirit, really, really exceptional. So I'm really proud of all the guys in our group and our staff too. I think our coaching staff, who done an amazing job this year as well.
I guess just to continue going on that, I mean, you've talked so much throughout the last couple of years about just putting these guys in competitive scenarios and learning from those scenarios. Obviously, you got a lot that you can take from this. I mean, what do you see as some of the most important lessons, most important sort of experiences that you got over just the last, month and a half or 2 months or whatever it's been since these playoffs started?
Well, when you get into the third round of the playoffs, the level of competition rises each round. The demands are very, very high. And one of the things our guys learned was that the individual expectations you have on a particular night, you got to throw that stuff away, and you just got to play the game as it comes to you. There are things you can do to, manifest your involvement, but they're effort type things. It's not, it can't be my turn. It can't be getting itchy about catches and shots and stuff like that. Otherwise you lose. You just flat out lose. And so there's a lot of growth there. Our guys just got better and better with all that stuff as the games went along. So, and that's one of the things that's hard to understand. But it's really an us against them or everyone thing. That's just how it is. And our guys embraced it. They embraced it, and you grow up a lot playing this level of competition.
Rick.
All right. Well, we ain't gonna keep talking about that. So, I mean, basically, he's saying we fought hard, got more improving to do, and hopefully we can get back here next year. Bottom line. So basically, want to end it with saying that yeah, we're in the off season now, and it's time to shut it down. But I'm probably gonna do like 1 or 2 more podcasts uh for the end of season finale type things, and then it's on to the next season after that. Might do some Olympic coverage, especially if Halliburton plays. We'll see if I'm tied up or not. But I do want to know one thing. First order of business, sign Pascal Siakam. Bottom line. And before we go, we're going to hear from Mr. Siakam on, what he thinks about, how this season was, and if maybe he might come back to the Pacers. We gonna see. We gonna find out. Roll the tape.
Hey, Pascal. Obviously, postseason ends tonight, but just kind of thinking through this postseason, what do you feel like you came in the middle of the season, learned about this group of guys and this team and kind of everything that you guys can do moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, just a lot of fight, in the team, and just see the growth and just how as the year. I mean, obviously I came in the middle of the year, but as the year was going on, just getting better as a team every single day. And during this postseason, just continue to fight and scratch every single day, and yeah, just kind of unfortunate to obviously that it ended this way, but yeah, proud of the fight and how we just continuously got better and also just kept fighting, even though we had the downs, but just continue to fight through everything.
Pascal, just over 4 months now. What have you made of your time here with the Pacers so far?
I think
Folks made fun of me for taking this job. It's no secret. We got a bad boss.
I'm your owner.
You're not my owner.
It's my world.
Sorry about that.
FX's Clip,
You
streaming June 4th,
gotta get their
only on
commercials
Hulu.
in.
yeah, for me, obviously it's been a crazy year, I came from a place where I thought I was going to spend the rest of my career there, and ended up leaving there, and yeah, it's been hard. Obviously I'm a pretty positive person, and I have a lot of support obviously from my family, but yeah, it's been tough just going through everything, and I'm leaving in the middle of the season and just going through it a lot, mentally and physically, and just from everything. And then landing here, the support from the first day has been incredible. Like I couldn't really ask for anything better, just in terms of support from the first day I got here. I could name literally everyone, from KP, Chad, the coaches, Rick, LP, the players, Ty, Drew, Miles, the whole staff. I mean, just so much love and support. And I think just coming from where I came from, and I've sacrificed so much, in a place, and I think that after you have that kind of breakup, and it's hard, it's tough, and then you come into here, and I think without that support, like I don't know how I would have been able to do it, and I'm so grateful and happy that I came in a place where you just feel so supported, and you feel like you're needed, you feel like you matter, and as a player, that's really all you can ask for. And yeah, I'm blessed to be able to be here and have the season that we had and come into a group of guys that really it mattered for them to be able to compete, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. And for me as a player, like that's all I really asked for. Like I give everything to the places where I am, and for me to be here and to come here and just to see how like the support has been so incredible. It's just it warms my heart, and I'm blessed.
Just Pascal, 3 of these 4 games, you guys led late, had a chance to close it out. Just how do you come away from a series like that, and just what kind of learning experience can this be for a young team?
Yeah, it's hard because I think when you look at all those games, we're right there, and feels like it just kind of goes away from us, at certain points of the game, and yeah, it sucks. It's tough, and it's easy to just be like, oh yeah, like we're gonna learn from it, but it's things like it's hard just because I know how hard we worked and how close we were in all these games. And I know how hard it is to come back to this position, so I could tell you like, yeah, we're gonna learn from it, and it's gonna, it's gonna happen, but like it's not guaranteed, and I know how hard it is to get to this point. So it's unfortunate, and obviously you want to give credit to the other team because they took advantage of every mistake that we made, and they did well. But also for us, just it's been hard, like heartbreaking losses after heartbreaking losses, and yeah, you're going to be encouraged by it, and you hope to put the right amount of work to continue to get better, because we need to be a lot better, if you want to compete, with those teams, and understand that, it doesn't matter how good we played, like, we didn't get it done.
Back here, Pascal, I've got 2 for you. The first, you sort of mentioned right there about Indianapolis and just being here and what that transition was like. A lot of moving parts this offseason, but is this a place that you would be okay and want to potentially come back to next year?
I think, obviously, like, I'm not going to talk about, like, like all that, but all I can say is that, like, it's been a blessing. And I'm really appreciative of everything, I think coming from where I come from, like, it means a lot. And the support that I've received here, like, is something that, like I was kind of missing, and having, all that, and seeing how a city just breathes basketball, and just like how much support they give to the team, like just being here, like the home games, I mean, it's incredible. Like how would you not be a part of that, So I think for me, like, I'm just really blessed and happy for, how this has been. And I think that, like in terms of future, whatever happens is going to happen.
And then second one, having experienced the top of the league, winning it, how close is this team?
I think, I want to be very careful just because, like I said, like, I think it's easy, after a season like that to be like, oh man, we go so close and we're gonna get back to it, but it's not guaranteed, and I've known that, like firsthand. I feel encouraged, but I think it's a lot of work. We gotta get better, as a team, as an organization, and if you want to get to that level, like, it takes a lot, and obviously you feel encouraged, but there's a long way to go.
All right, we're gonna stop it right there. For my man, Spicy P, he ain't lying. It's a long way to go. We got a lot of work to do. People think it's gonna be easy and we just need to do this and that and tweak this and that. Hell no. We need to damn near reinvent this roster, to be honest. We need to reinvent this roster. For sure. But I did want to ask y'all, they asked the question, to Siakam, like, Do you think he was going to stay? And I don't know what y'all think. I mean, he said he wasn't going to talk about it. Think he going to be a Pacer next year or not? Put it in the comments. Put it in the chat. You know, if you think Siakam is or is not going to be a Pacer next year. Definitely something to talk about in the offseason. I also did want to say it's Memorial Day. Shout out to the veterans. Went to my dad's gravesite today and put down some flags on his site to honor my dad for serving our country. And also we want to honor everybody else that served their country. Shout out to y'all. Also, we lost a great one in the NBA today. Bill Walton, gone too early. 71 is young nowadays. The cancer. Rest in peace. Bill Walton. Condolences to his family and friends. All right. We're going to end it there. Don't forget, probably got 1 or 2 left while I switch over to my football season. Go Steelers. Steal a Cop podcast. But it's been a great season. Proud of the Pacers. Never thought they'd get this far. We got to continue to grow. We got to tweak the team. And we're going to talk about that in the last few episodes of Pacing the Floor. But don't forget to follow us on the X at PTF_NBA and on Facebook at PT Space Floor. You can also follow me, Pacer Cop, on the X at Pacer_Cop and on Facebook at Pacer Space Cop. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.